Okay, so this is the second time I've made a skirt in this mold. And we'll see. I did have one incident where I dropped some raw resin in there and didn't have any hardener into it. So, but it looks like it's going to seal up over time. So what I've done is I've already taken off my top piece of wood and my bottom piece of wood, and I've removed my screws from the two seams I have in the front and the back, and I have bolts and nuts going through there. So what I do is I use a metal little spatula, and this is just a body putty knife, and you get them at most of your auto supply stores. And I'm just going to come into the seam because when we do resin, it tends to just weep in a bit. Now, usually I have enough wax into there and everything else, it's not an issue, but it does weep just a little bit. So what I do is come in just a little bit, and you can see where it's stuck right there, a little piece of resin. So, and I've broken that area. I'm just going to run this down here a bit. Okay, that's good. That's good. And a little bit in the bottom, but that's good. So now that I know that that's been split open a bit, and I'm going to come back in here. I'm just going to throw my knife up in there. I'm going to throw my wedge in. Now I tend to be quite gentle with these. If you bash them, then they'll get marked up and everything else. So, and also it's pretty hard on your mold if you push too hard on them. So I'm just going to throw some of the small ones in here for now. And you can hear it starting to move. You can hear it. And here's what I'm looking for. I have a little crack up here now. So it's moved away from the fiberglass skirt just a little bit. So now I'm going to come in with my air. And I'm just going to get in here. So as you saw, I just moved it a little bit as I walked my air around. Okay, I'll just... So, you saw me use the wedges at the beginning, and you can use wedges all the way around if you want. But I find once I start with the air, I just have to use my fingers to follow it along, and that's it. So that's that side done. The other side should be just as easy. I got my little wedges here. So I'm just using, as you can see, I'm using my smallest wedges so far. I haven't even gotten into anything difficult or my big ones. I'm going to look for a gap. And I got one right here. There it is. So I'll just start with that. See if I actually... And I've got three gringos molded behind me here. You can see his skirt has just come out of the mold. So, you know, he's very happy holding the camera there. He's giddy as can be. So I can still walk. Really want this to fall. I thought I was still supported there, but I mean it's still good. Didn't get hurt. And there is my second skirt, and this one is a lot lighter than my first one, and it's good and strong. You can see it's not even moving, not even budging. So that's a layer in these areas. It's a layer of 2-ounce cloth and a layer of 1-ounce cloth. And then you saw me in the previous video throwing the strips for the doubling. So once again, when we put the hemispheres on, and I don't have one handy, I do have, so when I throw in these, my hemispheres, and that's a 4-inch eye, so it's going to take up a good portion. I'm probably on these going to do push throughs. I haven't decided yet. Probably going to do push throughs. So once again, these areas I don't need any strength in because they're going to be cut out if I go that route. But I do need the strength in here, and you can see through the fiberglass here that you can see that strip of doubler I put in there, the reinforced cloth, and that's where it really strengthens it up. Now, I don't use gel coat on these simply because I am going to be painting them. Gel coat is great if you have to do a lot of sanding, a lot of repairs. You can sand through the gel coat and get it all even. I'm going to be doing a little bit of sanding on some of these, but for the most part, it's got a nice smooth surface. And like up in here, I'm gonna put some Bondo in here just to fill this up. I didn't dab in quite deep enough, but this is also, keep in mind what's hidden. So I'll put some Bondo in here to make it, and I'll shape it so it looks nice. But I'm the only one that's gonna know that, because when I put my shoulders on, the belts are gonna overhang. So that's not even gonna be visible, except when, once again, I used hinged shoulders. So when I flip it up, then people will see this. So, you know, I'm gonna do it just so they don't see that. And you get the odd time where you'll see there's a dry spot there where there's a little bit of cloth. So I'm going to come back in here and probably put a little more resin into there. And then a little body filler over top. And that'll be all fine. So this is another good skirt. I'm good. We'll see you again.